guys, it's Ta. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you. So today we're going to talk about the two books that I've finally caught up on from Netgalley. It's the only two I had left. They've been out for a while now, but I just never got around to them. I kind of forgot I had those, so I went ahead and I read them. So let's talk about them. Also, if you hear crunching, the guinea pig is currently eating lettuce, so she tends to get a little bit loud. You might hear her, you might not, but that's what that noise is. All right, so the first one I read was The Wild Girls by Phoebe Morgan. This one actually released April 26th of 2022, so it's been out for a little while. Like I said, it just took me a while to get to it. This one has four friends named Grace, Alice, Felicity, and Hannah, and in their past years, they were known as the Wild Girls. They did wild stuff, always getting into trouble. And then all of a sudden, their friendship drops off after one night of some really weird stuff. And it's been like 2 years since any of them have spoken to each other. One has a baby, one's a teacher, one became a homebody, and then one kind of kept her spark. Felicity, the one who kept her spark, all of a sudden sent um, invitations out to the other three girls and invited them to her birthday party in Botswana, Africa. I believe that's how you say it. So the girls got their invitations, a little bit of hesitation there, but they wind up going. So they're excited. They're like, hey, maybe we can become friends again, get over what happened, talk it out, and move forward. But there are some crazy things that's going to go down. Like, for instance, the three, Grace, Alice, and Hannah, those three, they are flying out to meet Felicity. She went to this place, this like really high class lodge. Like, she's spending big bucks, and they're excited. It's a real uh nice place they're going to be going to. And once they get there, they realize something is off. There's like no phone service, no people to be found, and they feel kind of uneasy about it. But then things start happening, the twists, the turns. There's so many twists that like jump off. And in the beginning, you don't know what happened because they're doing like a point of view from each girl, present time, and then they're throwing it back to what happened on that night that they all kind of, stopped being friends or whatever. So you get to see why they stopped talking, but you get to see them think like, okay, cool, we can go on this trip, maybe, whatever. And they each have their own opinions about what happened, and it just gets really crazy. Like, there are some kind of stuff that falls through the crack where it's like, well, that could have maybe been done better. But overall, I find the book was really good read. I would say like a 4 star. Um, and I enjoyed it. Like, I kept wanting to see what would happen next. Who done it type situation, and also just some of the culture stuff they talked about the area they were in and different animals and bugs and things like that. So you kind of learn a little bit while you're reading this one. But I found this one was pretty good, kept me entertained, it kept me wanting a little bit more, and absolutely enjoyed that about that. So I don't think, I'm not going to say never. I don't recall reading anything prior by Phoebe Morgan, but I would be interested to pick something else up by her, just because of her writing style. Like, it was smooth, it was to the point, there wasn't a whole lot of big words that you didn't know type situation. So yeah, that one's pretty good. I like that one, and it kind of gave off like Ruth Ware vibes, maybe a little bit, not all of it, but some of it, and I enjoyed it. So, The Wild Girls by Phoebe Morgan. Check it out. Okay, so the second book was not as enjoyable, but not completely unenjoyable. And that is This Might Hurt by Stephanie Robel. Um, this one came out in February 22nd. And this one, there was a lot to unpack. This one starts about Natalie and Kit. They're two sisters. Natalie is the older one, Kit is the younger one. And we kind of see their really guinea pig, really. We kind of see how their lives went, present, past. You know, I'm sorry, y'all. She is like, anyway. So we get to see, different point of views from different points of their lives or whatever. And in present, um, Kit is not doing great. Kit is basically going through life, going to her job. She cries in the shower every day. There's lots of regrets, and her sister doesn't really get all of it, I guess. And it had been about a year and a half or so, like she hadn't even talked to her sister. And then her sister contacts her or whatever and basically tells her about this place called Wisewood. And over here, you go stay for 6 months at a time. It's like think long term counseling, I guess, like in a little community. You learn how to be your best self. You go there, no cell phones, no internet, not really, don't really contact anybody from the outside world. It is on an island that they have to drive to, via boat. And there's some crazy stuff that goes down on that island. And Kit is there for, like I said, her 6 months. And within that 6 month time frame, at some point towards the end of it, her sister gets a weird email from the place. And it says, if you don't tell her the secret you've been keeping, I'll tell her. And she knows the secret she's keeping. Like it's a big one. She wants to be the one to tell her sister that. So she figures she has to go and tell her sister these things and hopefully get her sister to understand why and to bring her back. But there's a whole lot that goes down. The thing about this book that really kind of aggravated me is at some points you didn't even know, um, like you're reading in the current and then before you know it you're in the past, and then you're jumping back and forth, a whole bunch of other stuff that's happening, and it was kind of confusing. It really was. I would say this one, her writing style, her writing style wasn't bad. I liked it. It was easy to read, but the story itself was kind of hard to follow. So maybe a different one of her stories wouldn't be as confusing. I don't know. This one has quite a few trigger warnings, so definitely check those out before if you decide to try this one. Like you might want to check those out. But I don't know. It I felt like whenever you were finally getting to the ending, it was like a very abrupt, like boom, okay, it's over, you're done. But I felt like there was some stuff maybe they still needed to. You kind of wanted more on certain situations, but you didn't really get it. Um, but yeah, confusing, kind of entertaining enough that I didn't DNF it. So that was good. I at least got through it, but not my favorite. I would say pull it a 3, 2.5, 3, just for the writing style. The story itself, it just wasn't amazing. Like it was confusing because once the twist and turn starts, and then you start realizing what's going on in these conversations back and forth, you didn't even see it coming. Whenever they make some reveals, you're like, huh, what? So that one, it kind of wasted my time a little bit, but I'm glad I gave the author a chance and I was able to experience like her actual writing, um, not just that story. So, like I said, I might try something else she's written and see if it's any better, but if not, it is what it is. So, those are the two books that I had sitting in Netgalley that I forgot about. So, now that I've read them, hopefully I can, get back in good graces and maybe get some more Netgalley releases. Yeah, because I don't know how that works. Like if you totally bomb out and don't leave the reviews when you're supposed to, so it might take a while for me to get back in good graces. I don't know. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Check these 2 books out if you haven't already, if they sound interesting to you. Let me know what you thought, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.